With the opposition agreeing, we should have an agreement which truly describes the Tumaini consensus, Tumaini initiative, as an annex or as complementing the other axis.
At the Tumaini peace talks in Kenya, discussion have resumed with a strong spirit of compromise as both negotiating parties seek a lasting peace for the country's prosperity. Reflecting on December 2024, the Tumaini peace talks mediator presented the framework to both the government and the whole-out group, emphasizing the relationship between the revitalized peace agreement and Tumaini, as well as the associated time frame, among other issues.
So what we have decided to do is to identify areas of common understanding and areas of points of differences. Those differences were distilled into about 4 agenda items, which are now contained in the draft framework. So the parties will now focus on the draft framework. This is where I say now we are embarking on the substantive issues. And the government will now get its opportunity to deliver comprehensive response to the draft framework. They can do it using their position paper, which they said were denied last year. So therefore, everything is good to go.
The government of the national unity presented its position on the protocols, aiming to align them with the main consensus and agreement on conflict resolution. According to Dr. Elia, the proposals seek to eliminate redundant, contradictory or parallel structures, ensuring that it complements the existing articles. He also mentioned that opposition groups will be included in the structures of the R-axis to ensure good representation and balance.
What we have done is to align the protocols to the agreement on the resolution of conflict in the Republic of South Sudan. And this analysis is directly related to articles that are in the agreement. And on that basis, where there is repetition, where there is contradiction, where there are parallel structures or new structures, we have deleted them. And we have aligned those which are relevant to the R-axis. We have clearly stated also that the Tumaini initiative consensus opposition groups will be included in the structures of the R-axis, the structures of the Army, the JDB, the JTSC, the JMCC, CITESAM, all those will be included. And that the high-level standing committee will also encompass representatives of the opposition groups and whole-lot groups, as well as representation in RGMEC, so that all of us participate in the implementation of the agreement.
The United People's Alliance spokesperson, Lual Dao, confirmed the government's presentation, stating that the opposition would study the document and provide feedback.
UPA leadership listened keenly and patiently to a long presentation by the government. We will study the document, ask questions, and seek clarification from the government of South Sudan regarding their today's presentation. We are committed, searching for peace, and hopefully both of us will reach something.
Both parties remained committed to finding a peaceful resolution to alleviate the suffering of the South Sudanese people. Kuchimaker, SSBC, Nairobi, Kenya.